thought I was scheduling it, but I guess not. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Leo. If you're watching this right now, it's live. What we're going to be going into. Just want to make sure you're clean. You clean? Yeah. You good? You good, Leo? You good? We're going to be going into your relevant sign of Leo. So this is Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo ascendant, that's rising, Leo sunrise, Leo tree, Leo seventh house, Leo whatever, wherever Leo is relevant in your house, in your chart. This is what this reading is for, so it's relevant Leo. We're going to be going into your general guidance. We're going to be going into your general money. So that's how to get more money. I think that's kind of necessary. Is this better? I think that's just kind of necessary at this particular point in life to make sure our money is right. And then we're going to go into career guidance and business guidance as well for my people in businesses, side hustles, whatever the case may be. I am not, financial advisor, but for those of you who have certain inklings, this is just a little something to, maybe percolate a little something that's been going on in your head anyway. Furthermore, we're going to go into your love guidance as well as what each sign has, like what, I don't know how to describe it, but it's if you're dealing with air sign, what air signs their actions are towards you and what your guidance is towards them. Okay, so that's going to be essentially the read for today, what we're going to be going into. So let's get into that with your general guidance. What is the general guidance for Leo? That's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take them all, actually. I think it's really interesting, though, but... Okay, mending. So, for you, Leos, mending is something that is showing up to be of importance to you, of high importance to you at this particular point in time in your world. What this means is the energy of healing, the energy of moving past things, the energy of reconciling within yourself, like any type of woundings or what have you, is going to be important for you at this particular point in time. Mending is an energy that really goes into forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. So each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentment, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. This feels like a level up for you in general. Like what you are being called to do in your world, Leo, is to level up. You're being called to level up within yourself. I feel like this is a level up by virtue of letting go. It's a level up by virtue of moving past whatever used to hurt you, whatever was on your mind, whatever's happened to you, didn't happen to you, with people, without people, etc. This just feels like you're letting go of a lot of baggage. And this allows you to bring in newer energy and fresher energy into old relationships, old dynamics, old places. I'm not sure, we'll get into the more details for you, but I'm not sure if you're gonna be, I think you will be experiencing new, but that's because you're new. And that's the most we can ever really want, right? When we are new, when we are fresh, when we are refreshed, the world being newer is such a gift. I feel like you're going to be treating people differently. You're going to be interacting with people differently. People be interacting with you differently by virtue of you being different. Okay? So let's move on into your general money guidance and see what that has in store for you. So when it comes to your money, Spirit, when it comes to the money for Leos, what is the guidance? To move them closer to money that is theirs, money, more money. We have co-create. So this is a very Leo energy. I feel like this is quite fiery. When it comes to your money, working with others is important. When it comes to your money, increasing your money, improving your money, the energy of other people is coming up for you as something that is highly relevant for you at this time. I feel like co-creation is an energy of other people and other means. So this is including, first of all, co-creation also has to do with spirit, okay? Let spirit into your money. Allow spirit to guide you in your money. Work with spirit. For some of you, it's a spiritual business. For some of you, it's just integrating more spiritual means into your money practice. For some of you, this is tithing, right? Giving some of your money, what you earn, to not charities necessarily, but to churches, to religious houses, to spiritual movements, to supporting spiritual growth in the community or in yourself. Okay, so more specifically, if you've been thinking about even like signing up for a spiritual course as it relates to your money, or just period a spiritual course because everything is connected, this is sort of guiding towards that. If you've been thinking of being more of a giver in terms of your money in spiritual ways, then go ahead and do that. If this is about, when it comes to your money, praying before you spend it, thanking, God, the universe, or the forces that be for the money when you get it, and like putting more spirituality in your money, thinking of money in a more spiritual way, and thinking of it more as abundance than just straight up money, that could be something that's of value to you. And we'll break this down into your career guidance and business guidance to see how this may fit in those separate categories. But yeah, there's definitely involving spirit more. And I do want to read the prosperity message for this, but I want to go in a little bit more. No, I think that's it. Yeah, like if you're dealing with people, there's something here to do with people too. So if maybe like this is maybe more business, but like joint ventures, working with others. This is not soulmates. Soulmates is definitely work with people. This is more spiritual. But I think maybe there's someone at a distance that you can work with in your money. Perhaps there's something like that, right? Like if there's a person who exists out there that is related to your money. There's something about someone who is in or not in your world. I don't know, maybe finding a religious home, finding a spiritual home, and being a patron, being someone who delivers, or finding causes. But there's something here about a person that I'm having a hard trouble touching. I think it's working together with someone on something, or you may meet somebody who is a spiritual person who advises you in some way or says something that sparks you on a path. there's something about that. Keep that in mind moving forward, because there's something here to do with another person as well as spirit. And this person could be far away in whatever way that means. Maybe you haven't spoken in a while. But the prosperity message here is flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. Exactly. You, Leo, are at your most creative right now. And whatever you apply, oh, right, by the way, creative pursuits. Jesus, creative pursuits may be a way for you to enhance your money as well, Leo. Using your money in creative pursuits, whether you're I know a Leo who is writing more, right? He has created a writing profile and he's back to writing. That is a creative pursuit that is leading to more money. Now, whether that leads to more money in a direct way or an indirect way, it is what it is. But Spirit is saying when it comes to your money, Leo, creativity is going to assist, right? You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with Spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. So I love this for you. I love this for you. All right. So let's get into, I want to know your career and business. Let's see. So what is the guidance for my Leos in their careers? What is the guidance for my Leos in their careers? This is just my little podunk stone. Great. This flipped in my hands. This is so crazy because we were just talking about this in the previous message of tithing and like using your money in spiritual ways. And I said not maybe charities, but more so like giving to religious churches or spiritual entities. This literally, when it comes to your career, is asking that you donate, tithe, and do charitable work. So, Leo, this is very weird guidance for you, but what I'm getting is very weird. Let's get that first message out of the way, which is the actual message of when it comes to your career, you leaning more into your spirituality, your religiousity, giving to, your church, your mosque, whatever your governing body is represented, that building where you go to worship, is going to be beneficial to you in the form of a tithe. What is a tithe? A tithe is 10% of your earnings. That's what you give to your body of worship, the building. And then charitable work and donations and offerings, that's a different thing. I grew up Catholic. There's two things. There's tithing and there's offering. Offering is like charity, donation, whatever. Tithing is what goes strictly to the church. So for you, what I'm seeing here in terms of the income that you get in your money or the skills that you have in your career, in order for your career to grow, Spirit is asking you to use some of the income that you make from your career, the income that you get, use that to give some of it, a portion of it. 10% could be the maximum. You can start at 1% or just however much you can give. Give some of that to your spiritual life, whatever that looks like for you. And that is going to move you forward in your career. That's going to guide you in your career. I don't know how, but I know that works in the way. I'm a coach by practice, right? By day job. And the way that I've seen it work is you affect one area of your life and it loops around to assist other areas of your life as well. So give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. Exactly. Miraculous ways, because everything is connected. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So for some of you, this could be engaging in more volunteer work, right? And if you already do volunteer work that is a lot more maybe spiritual, something that is a lot more feeding to you and in a different area of your life, okay? A more spiritual side. So when it comes to your career, this seems like it's gonna help. And I'd like you to let me know how this actually affects your career in a greater scale. This is awesome. So let's see your business. What is the guidance for my Leos in business? Release jealousy. So when it comes to your business guidance, this one is really beautiful, and I think this relates more to the creation and creative aspect of everything, money related in your world, because I feel like the more you create, the more grounded you will feel. The more you create, the more stable and nourished you will feel in your creative pursuits. Because releasing jealousy here, jealousy is looking at what someone has, is comparison. And comparison is the thief of joy. But this is a different kind of comparison. This is a specific kind of comparison called jealousy, where you look at someone and you kind of go green. Why do they have that and I don't? I think that's envy. Jealousy is, I want that. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something. Thank you. I could have just read that. And the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So try to flip jealousy on its head. If you are in business and you're looking at other people's businesses and it's making you feel some type of way about yourself, that comparison being the thief of joy, I don't know what you can do. Maybe stop looking at other businesses or try to look at them from a learning perspective. Okay, they have something that I don't. They have the success that I want. What are they doing? What are their conditions that I can implement in my business? Right? So this is flipping things on its head and looking at what other people are doing. If you must look, or if you are inundated with them, looking at what they have done and how you can finesse that into your own business, as opposed to taking it personally, being down on yourself, and then casting weird evil eye on people. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. Okay? So we're gonna get into love guidance stuff. All right. What is the guidance for Leo in love? To go towards love, to cultivate love. What is the guidance for Leo? Okay. Love yourself first and playfulness. So you have two energies coming out for you here at the bottom. And what I'm getting is to not take things so seriously, Leo, in your love life. Don't take things so seriously. Don't take people so seriously. Don't be too rigid. And I think that's the thing about your general guidance, right? Your general guidance is giving me vibes of someone who is not taking things the way they used to. So this is like just loosening up. I really feel like this is you loosening up a lot more. Playfulness to me is an energy of being a lot more looser with how you move in life. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, not being so serious. I know the Leo that I'm thinking about, it was very inclined in certain topics, and they're very serious topics, and they have older friends, and so the way he presents is very sort of like, I'm older, this is I'm older, I'm of a certain age, and it's like, loosen up. Loosen up, we can play, you can have fun, like not everything has to be, well, like chill, have fun. And I think this is something that I'm seeing for you, Leo. Like maybe the things that you were serious in didn't help. They maybe hindered, and maybe your connections with people in love were halted by the energy that was existing in that. And since this thing, you've maybe sort of let it go or moved away from it, and you're finding that you need more healing, you need more joy, you need more lightness in your world, and you have it, you're entering into it, whether it came because you really wanted it or it came because it had to come. There's guidance here anyway for you to be more playful. And for that to lead as opposed to this, I'm a serious person. Not to say that it's bad to be that, but at this particular point in time, you can bench it. You can bench it. Be playful. Have fun. You know, throw a water balloon at someone. Look at the clouds and go, oh, I see a rabbit, right? Like that's the thing. And love yourself first, I think, is enjoying that inner child in a way is what I want to say. Enjoying your inner child. Loving on you. I really keep getting not being so serious. I think your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive is, yeah, right? Being serious where it counts, but being serious almost like within yourself while allowing your inner child to come out and play. Like I often say that I have an inner adult and not an inner child. Like my inner child stays out here wilding, but I have an inner adult who comes out when I need to be an adult, right? So essentially what I'm seeing here for you, Leo, is love yourself first. Be good to yourself. Enjoy your own, not company, but enjoy your own creativeness. Gosh, there's something here I'm not touching. There's something here about this love yourself first that is so rich and like brothy. It's deep. Anyway, have fun, Leo. Have fun. Be playful, have fun, and enjoy your creative pursuits. The things that make you feel good, don't shun them. Don't make them sound like they're bad things. I think if you show up bold within yourself, other people will take that boldness upon themselves about you. Like you're telling people, we tell people how to think about us. So make sure you're leading with your goodness. I think I want to say, so that you see your own goodness as well. So we're in the portion now where we go into what air signs are bringing to you. What do air signs want? What are the likely actions of air signs towards Leo? Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's something here about an air sign letting you go, but I feel like it's almost like an air sign letting you in. I feel like the likely actions of air signs in your world are them dropping their guard, dropping their facade, dropping their presentable layer, and letting you into who they really are. And that's not to say that they were being fake before, but it's almost like they're showing you more of who they really are. Like that's really what I'm seeing here. Someone who's no longer holding up a front or a fort of who they are, but a lot more, in the best of ways, this is someone who's seeing you more as a friend, right? Like not romantic. Oh my God, this is romantic. Wait a minute. This is somebody who's letting you in, okay? In the best of ways, this is somebody who's letting you in, who's allowing you to see them for who they are, and you all are really in this dynamic seeing each other for who you are. At least that's what their intent is towards you. Like their actions towards you are going to be to move this relationship forward, to move it forward, but in the spirit of realness. Like things are getting real to me, right? So this person will be showing you how they feel, what they really feel, what they really think. And I think that's great. I think you'll be able to know, oh, okay, what is this dynamic? What is this, romantic, platonic, or whatever? Like you'll be able to really now to start getting to know each other in a more realistic way. That's really what I'm picking up on here. Romantically. So, or just relationship wise, to be honest. Your guidance towards the air sign, passion in reverse. So I don't know. I think a lot of air signs are dealing with Leos when I see certain air sign readings. But I think with this passion in reverse, okay, retreat and healing family issues, and there's true love at the bottom of the deck for whatever that's worth. I apologize for the glare. The glare is there. I feel like for you, Leo, you're also called to be more realistic with the air signs. Okay, you're being called to be more realistic with the air sign, and furthermore, either really get to know each other, like the way the air signs likely actions towards you are for them to be more themselves with you, more of their real self, their true self with you. You are also being called to do that. So if you are serious about the air signs romantically, then treat it as such. That doesn't mean, hoard them or bombard them rather with affection and emotion and all that stuff. No, it just means move more romantically than not. If your actions are to be more platonic with this person, move in those ways too. Like be solid in how you're moving and defining this relationship in terms of like your movements. If you are wanting to, and I think this means you two spending more time together, in solitude together. Okay. So not so much in groups, not so much in but spending time with each other in enclosed spaces, just the two of you. Maybe like a walk where it's just the two of you, but maybe you stop at a bench and actually look at each other and talk. If it's going out, it's in a private area where there's not so many eyes and ears, where you can really have these like close encounters with each other to actually really connect. Now, for others of you, there could be a thing where you getting real is you walking away from this person and disconnecting from them. So if that is something that you resonate with, then that's here as well. Healing family issues is your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That's a thing for real. I think that's a thing that a lot of us need to go through, whatever that forgiveness looks like. But in terms of how it relates to you and this air sign, I think maybe you've been putting on them or treating them in a way that, in this dynamic, in a way that hasn't been entirely true to you. And that's why your own guidance is also for you to get real and for you to get a little bit more open, dare I say vulnerable, but a little bit more open and relaxed around the air sign, so you can make the decisions that are appropriate for you to make and not just recreations of what you saw growing up with your primary caregivers, or what you continue to see, or whatever you presumed about that. Okay. Fire signs, fire and fire come through. So fire signs. So Leo, if you are dealing with an Aries, Sag, and Leo, this is what their likely actions are towards you romantically. This is why I can't have shit. Like, I don't like stuff in my reading space. Bye. This is what Aries, Sag, and Leo are likely actions are towards you romantically. The Two of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles. That's so crazy. All right, so what I'm seeing here is the Two of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords in reverse. It almost feels like the fire signs have backed away. It almost feels like this fire sign has backed away. It feels like they were in limbo. They decided to not act towards you in a direct way. They decided to step away, right? So they went from limbo to making a decision to step away. And then it almost looks like they kind of said, I'll think about it later. And their intermediate action between you and them was to step away, like I just said, and take their time and do what they're going to do. So it feels like their likely actions towards you are to go back into this limbo space. But quite honestly, I don't know. It almost feels like, yeah, they'll go back to thinking about it, but I'm wondering if that's something that someone tells themselves. Like, you know what? I've been thinking about this for a while now. I don't know what to do. I'm going to stop thinking about it and come back to it. And it's one of those things where, well, will they come back to it? So when it comes to the fire signs acting towards you, Leo, it just kind of seems like they're not trying to think about what they're going to do towards you. The Knight of Pentacles is interesting here because it tells me that what they want to do towards you is still in the back of their head, but they're really going to take their time with themselves and what they're trying to do. I want to pull more clarifiers here, but I do think this is kind of what it is. Anything else of what their likely actions? Ace of Cups, yeah, focusing on self. And Five of Swords. So Ace of Cups in reverse, Five of Swords. Ace of Cups in reverse is giving me vibes of focusing on self. And Five of Cups, focusing on self, you know, replenishing their own cup, doing what they need to do for themselves, and deciding to just sort of pump the brakes on this thing with you, and then dealing with themselves. All right, Five of Swords is almost like a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of anger, a little bit of frustration with this dynamic, to the point where I think if they're going through something in their world right now, they're just like, you know what, fuck that space with that Leo. I'm really just going to focus on myself right now. Like I need to figure out what's going on in my world before I really start thinking about the Leo. So what is your guidance towards them? Reconciliation. Wow. Okay, someone from your past is returning. Unrequited love. That's confusing. You have reconciliation, pay attention to the red flags, and unrequited love. Weird. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Yeah, I think this fire sign is kind of exhaustado. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I think pay attention to the red flags is definitely trying to flag to you that this is not a drill. This is real. This person isn't just backing away from you because they want you to come forward or whatever the case may be. This person is genuinely backing away from you because there's genuine reasons that they're backing away from you for, from this dynamic with you. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Three stories in my head. Number one, it's almost saying a story of maybe you should reach out to this person, right? First story, I see reconciliation. I see maybe Leo, you should take the initiative and be the one to reach out to this particular person. Okay. Then the second story is this person may come back around when things are better in their world. Maybe. The third story is there's a third person in your world who is coming back to you, and this situation could be dead with this person, with this fire sign, but there could be someone else coming around from your past that may be more suitable for you at this particular point in time. You gotta let me know what this is. But yeah, I think there is, I don't know what's going on between you and this fire sign, but there does seem to be some, I don't know, friction. Their thoughts of you are not that kind, or the thoughts of this dynamic are not the kindest. So, yeah. Let's get into Earth signs. So, Earth and Leo, what are the likely actions of Earth signs towards Leo in love? We have the Justice, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. Or in the upright. So the Earth sign is really earthing signing out in these streets, okay? It's giving Taurus. It's giving Virgo. I mean, even Capricorn, Ten of Pentacles. Gosh, Leo, what's going on in your love life, my guy? Nobody gets mad if I call them my guy, but let me call somebody girl. Oh my God. The Earth sign that you're dealing with, Leo, at this particular moment in time, we have two major arcanas here. I don't know. They're taking the initiative, it feels like, to set things right with you in this dynamic. But it doesn't feel like it's I don't know. There's multiple stories here. They're doing the thing to set things right. Now, does that mean that they're coming towards you? I don't think so. This is okay. Now it's really giving you a whirlwind of stories. Number one, this seems like someone who is taking matters into their own hands. They've noticed that things aren't going to go much of anywhere between you and them, and their actions towards you are to step away towards you because intuitively they just know that this isn't going to be it. They're not going to find their happiness here. They're not going to find investment here. This is not going to make sense for them in the long run, and so they need to cut their losses, be fair to themselves in the situation, and leave. Number one. Number two, there's another story here where under the same umbrella of wanting to do the right thing or wanting to balance things out here, where someone is intuitively taking time, yes. Because they're too broken to be with you. Right? Like they're too busted up. I'm getting the phrasing of like, I want to do right. I want to even things out between us, and I don't want to burden you with my stuff. I don't want to burden you with how, with my health, with my finances, with my, how crazy things are going right now. Like I need to work on that and myself, and not bring it to you. And so that's them being fair. I don't. Let's look at your guidance. Leo, what? Baby girl. I'll call everybody girl. What is Leo's guidance here? Unrequited love, my goodness, Leo. And calling in your soulmate. Tough. Clarify that. I don't feel like playing guessing games today, Spirit. Separation. Yeah, it looks almost like what I thought it did, which I didn't want to say because it was weird to say. But if this is someone that you care about, let them have their space. You can let them know if you want or whatever that, you're giving them their space or what have you. But not in a mean way, but you have to actually mean it. If it's someone that you care about, let them have their space, because it does really seem like there's some stuff that they're maybe dealing with, or I don't know, gotta go through or whatever. They really want to have things be righted or fair. So I don't know which scenario was the one that their actions are for you in your specific story. If you'd like a private reading, we can definitely do that to check your specific situation with the Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus that you're dealing with. But it looks like this situation with you is not the safest place to be for this person or you, while also cultivating a romantic relationship. And I think that's fair. Sometimes we really just do have to understand that the dynamic is not strong enough to uphold or hold certain scenarios in life, because it would be too unfair to one party, and just build up resentments and just not be the best way to develop anything. So here it looks like you are guided to acknowledge and accept separation, and maybe even initiate it for some of you. Calling in your soulmate here is almost like wishing them luck. So again, two scenarios. If this is someone that you are also seeing that it would be fair and just for you two to not be together, then let them go with love, let them go, let this connection go. And that's your guidance with that while you're calling in a new soulmate. Free this person so that you're open and leaving that vacuum, that space in your world to bring in someone who makes more sense for you romantically. Right? And if this is someone who is yours and you don't want to let them go and you both are still connected and whatever, this is saying let the space be, let the separation be what it's going to be, while at the same time calling in a beautiful relationship for the both of you, right? Calling in the goodness and like sending them love and what they're going through, spiritually, and praying and affirming and visualizing you two together and happy and well and whole. But that would be really great guidance. That would be really great for you to work in the ethereal spaces to affect the real 3D spaces. Okay. So let's get to water signs. I hope this helped. We're going to get into any water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you may be dealing with. So Leos, if you are dealing with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpios, water signs, this is their likely actions towards you. In love and romance. The Tower in reverse, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands in reverse. Feels right in the upright. I don't know. Let's get one more. So if you are dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Leo in love, their actions towards you are... It's almost like this person was going to come at you crazy. It's almost like this person was going to come at you wild. Whether it was with a big love confession, which I'm not picking up on, or it was with them sort of like yelling at you and coming at you wild and crazy. That's where I was kind of seeing it. This person coming at you erratic and just like mad. They decided not to. So if there's been space, this person was calming down, I guess. And they've decided not to come at you. Their likely actions towards you is not to come at you wild, but to come at you with more of a compassionate approach than a wild one. Six of Wands is funny because it's showing up in the reverse and the upright. So this could go, one of two ways. I want to get another card to clarify these actions. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Fool. This person was going to come at you wild. I think there's something that happened that hurt this person's feelings, that happened between the two of you, or that they saw, or I don't know. And with the Three of Swords in reverse, I feel like they thought about it and either learned something different to change their mind, or they took some time and were like, okay, you know what? Let me start this over. Okay, let's just start over with the Fool. So with the Six of Wands here, it is in the upright now. It was in the reverse, and it still kind of is. I think this is the iffy situation. This person doesn't quite know if this is going to be worth it or if it's not going to be worth it. They're hoping that it's going to be worth it. They're hoping that this approach, the way they approach you, is going to be the best way to do it. But if not, at least they tried. That's what I'm seeing here. So this is a very interesting story. This is very, very interesting from all the other ones. What was your general love guidance? It was like, be playful. Don't be too serious, but like love yourself too, like your self-respect. I want to see what your guidance is towards this particular person and their energy. Okay. So your guidance towards the water sign is to keep an open mind, right? Keep an open mind, see where things go. The Six of Wands looks like you may be entertaining the Six of Wands with the water sign. This energy of like victory and a little bit of accolade, and I don't know where that comes from. And just some type of like nice flowing energy. Okay. But anyway, Leo, as it relates to the water sign, the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, your guidance towards them is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Erase that. Not about soulmate necessarily. I think this person, you may see, they're trying to approach you with a different side or a calmer side. And I think give that side a chance and just see whether this is a real side or a manipulative side. I'm not looking at manipulation here. I'm seeing it's someone who's trying to come forward a certain kind of way. So I'm not seeing manipulation, but I think for your own being, take this person and try to see the best in what they're doing as opposed to judging them too harshly. Spirit is really saying when it comes to this energy, keep an open mind about it. See how it can bring up what it brings up in you. I'm reminded again of your main energy of being playful and your own self-respect. So be playful, have some banter here. Six of Wands could be some flirting and this, that, and the other. So flirt, be open, right? If something happened, I think talk about it. Don't hide it. That's that love yourself first energy of being self-respecting. And being self-respecting is not lying or saying, no, I never did that. It's owning up to your actions and taking accountability for it. And I think you might be pleasantly surprised with how this could flow if you approach them with openness and meet them at their warmth and openness as well. Very, very interesting on this read. I swear, the water portions of all the readings I've done so far, water signs are just bringing all sorts of energies to people. All sorts of energies. So I'm kind of here for it. All right, Leo, this has been great. Thank you so much for liking the video. Let me know how this sat with you and where this resonated for you. And let me know what your favorite portion was as well. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I will see you next time. Bye.